They combined for 15 seasons and 1,007 games, but now an era that featured James Van Riemsdyk and Tyler Bozak is officially over for the Maple Leafs. Both players made their exits Sunday, signing as free agents with Philadelphia and St. Louis, respectively, in the shadow of the landmark John Tavares signing in Toronto. James Van Riemsdyk, right, has signed with the Philadelphia Flyers while Tyler Bozak signed with the St. Louis Blues. Rick Matinick, Toronto Star, Van Riemsdyk and Bozak were both expected to land elsewhere after surviving the club's historic lows and contributing to the resurgence that started 2 seasons ago. Read more. Bruce Arthur, Tavares did what others wouldn't and came home to Maple Leafs. Article continued below. Dave Fezchuk, Tavares deal turns Toronto into Centre-Ville and Hill players who moved on first day of free agency. I loved my time in Toronto. Van Riemsdyk, who scored 36 goals last season, told TSN shortly after agreeing to a 5-year, $35 million deal with the Flyers, all dollars US. I can't say enough good things about this city. The fans, the staff working there, and the players I had friendships with. There's a time in my life there that I always look back on fondly. Bozak, who had been the longest tenured Leaf at 9 seasons and is one of the NHL's best on faceoffs, signed a 3-year, $15 million deal with the Blues. Toronto also saw Leo Komarov head to the New York Islanders on a 4-year deal. Tomas Plekanec returned to Montreal on a 2-year deal, while Roman Polak signed with Dallas for 1 season. Van Riemsdyk and Bozak became Leafs in a flurry of moves by Brian Burke and Dave Nonis in 2010 that built a core of 5 players in hopes of leading the franchise out of more than a decade's worth of misery. They did their part in an expensive parlay, along with Phil Kessel, Dion Phaneuf and Joffrey Lupul, in which the Leafs committed a total of $225 million. They broke through and made the playoffs in the lockout-shortened 2012-13, but after their infamous Game 7 exit against the Boston Bruins in the first round that year, the promise sank quickly. A miserable 2015-16 season became the catalyst for massive changes to the roster and management. Article continued below. Today's top sports stories in your inbox. For headlines from the Stars award-winning sports journalists, sign up for our daily sports newsletter. While Van Riemsdyk, who was drafted 2nd overall by the Flyers in 2007, and Bozak were a combined -125 as Leafs, they were also key players in playoff drives the past 2 seasons, playing arguably the best hockey of their careers. Knowing that free agency was approaching, there was different degrees of that, Van Riemsdyk said, referring to free agent interest from 10 to 12 teams. I'm glad it came down to the Flyers. Bozak, meanwhile, said he fits in well with a Blues team that lost Paul Stastny at the trade deadline last February, but reloaded recently by signing veteran forward David Perron and goalie Chad Johnson. It was always a team I thought was a really good fit for me and my family, a place that I wanted to be, Bozak told the Blues website Sunday. Meanwhile, the Leafs signed 4 other players over the weekend, forwards Adam Cracknell and Josh Joris, as well as defensemen Martin Marinson and Jordan Subban. They are likely to join the Marlies, who won the Calder Cup last month, and provide depth next season. Last year, we added Kasperi Kapanen, we added Andreas Johnson at the end, Travis Dermott came up. Leafs coach Mike Babcock said of call-ups from the All-Champions, there are a couple of other guys that are in the mix. We've added free agents as well, Igor Ozhiganov and Par Lindholm. We're going to watch it all come together. Compared to when I first arrived, it's very competitive in all positions. Some of those Marlies now would have just been put on our team a couple of years ago. It's not like that now. It's going to be tough to take someone's job. I think that's what guys want. Mark Zwilinski is a sports reporter based in Toronto. Follow him on Twitter, @MarkSwol.